Hey kiddos, thanks so much for clicking on this video. This is going to be a bit of a companion piece to the first episode where we unboxed the Destiny Gundam and the Wings of Light. I had gotten a comment in the comment section that had said that, I didn't really show a good view of the wings and I didn't really do a good comparison of the different accessories that came in. I completely agree. It was my first video, had a lot of room for improvement and still have a lot of room for improvement. So I wanted to just film this video just to kind of give a better view of the wings, a little taller here so we can kind of get the entire thing in frame. And also just going to quickly go through the accessories and kind of show them to scale with the figure. I picked up this spiffy rotating stand here, and if I could find the button, I will let this guy rotate on the side kind of while I go through it, but just to kind of give an idea so you could see what the wings look like. You see they just look beautiful all around. The metal over here kind of clicks right into place. It took me a while to get the wings in, but once I did, they're a perfect fit and they have not moved, since then. Oops. And just as a follow-up, this guy has pretty much kept this pose, no problem. I think I had to adjust the sword slightly just to get him in my display cabinet, but otherwise, all there. I'm just gonna put this guy just rotating on the side right here and hopefully he won't fall down. I'm gonna get this guy rotating while I just quickly go through the box and just take out the different accessories. I'm not going to open up, every single little hand and every little doohickey. I don't think that's, going to be super helpful. But we can take a look at some of the nicer stuff. So these are the beams that come out of his hands. And there's two of them, one for each hand. Put those to the side. Oops. Put this over here. And then let's also take a look. We have the little boomerangs. These are the boomerang effects parts. So they actually have the boomerangs, and these click into his shoulders if you'd like. And if not, you can click them right into here to use them as effects. Oops. Like that. Back up a little bit. Here's the huge sword. The huge kind of like beam launcher thing. So you can kind of see just how big that is. I'm going to stop this rotating for a second. Oops, nope. Just so you can kind of get an idea of how big this is in comparison to the figure, because I don't think I actually took it out last time. So if you look, let me back this up just so you can actually see the wings. You can see it's about this, approximately the same size of the sword, maybe even exactly the same size of the sword, and a little bit smaller than the entire kind of span of the wings. And so those are the accessories that came with the Wings of Light expansion, or option set, I think it'd be more accurately called. And then there are a few more weapons that come with the main figure. So we could take a look at those real quickly as well. So first of all, you got the shield. Maybe I'll put that on him before I put this away. You got these like little shoulder joint things. more hand beam effects. And just for comparison's sake, we could take a look at the two different ones. So the one on the right, which is the blue effect, is the one that came with the option parts, and the one on the left, which is kind of the more purpley effect, that came with the regular one. Look at those. Just kind of a pretty typical rifle. I think it's sort of an uninteresting weapon for such an elaborate figure. All right, so here's the sword that comes with the base figure, not the Wings of Light edition. So if you kind of put it right there, you can see it's not quite as tall. It otherwise looks pretty much exactly the same. It actually has the same. It's got the same markings and everything on it in the same places. Just this one's a little bit taller, and obviously it has the. Actually, give me 1 second here, because this one actually also comes with the laser beam effect. So let me put that on just so you can get a full comparison. Instructions about that. Oh, okay. The kind of the hilt pieces come down. There we go. And then this snaps into place. So if you want to compare those kind of side by side, you can see they're actually really, really similar when you put them side by side. Let me give you a side angle here. Hopefully maybe make this a little clearer. But yeah, so they're very, very similar, just this one's a little smaller. And then finally the gun, which we got over here. So if you want to compare those, kind of a similar scale. Let me back this up a little bit. And just to give this sword for another comparison. So you can see the sword and the kind of the launcher from the base set are kind of about the same, and then you can see the launcher from the Wings of Light and the other one are about the same. And then finally, there's just some beam sabers, nothing too exciting. There's this effect and the shields, the beam shields that are also pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, a ton of parts between the two effects. It's hard to kind of pick which ones, I wanted to use. But, you can kind of see, I think that if you just want the sword and the, and the rifle, I think probably the base set is probably good enough. But if you want the wings, you're basically buying this for the wings. Anyway, I hope that that kind of helps with some of the comments that people had just about being able to see everything. Just give you one more 360 of the wings. Awesome. So that's going to be it for this episode. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate all the feedback and the comments. I do read all the comments. As you can see, there's not many to read, so it's quite easy to read them and react, but I definitely, if there's something that I missed or an accessory you want to see in greater detail, please make sure to reach out, and I will try to do a extra video when I have the opportunity. Thanks so much, and keep collecting.